nice and early, probably because I'm excited for new things. Well, as I'm always bored, like I said in the last video, it's loud, isn't it, on the cold start? As I said on the last video, I'm bored. I've got to wait about 6 weeks. I think I worked out it's actually about 7 weeks since my next modification on the exhaust, and now I'm just bored. So I did say before that I might do the stage 2 tune next. Just something to do. Plus it needs to be done anyway because my engine light's on. So I'm up nice and early because I just wanted to go through like the next video and what this part is. So this one's going to be dyno tune. So I've never had a dyno tune before. I mean, I've done tunes before. I've only had the flash tunes, which is like basically they just stays there and they're like just remapping it while it's just not even fucking moving. So it's not the best. I mean, it's still good, but it's just you don't get as much horsepower as what you should be getting. So I'd rather do a dyno tune. Plus with dyno tunes, they like dyno it beforehand and then afterwards as well, so you can actually see if you're actually gaining the gains that they're basically saying that you're meant to be gaining. Oh, no indication. Again. I probably never indicated the bloody roundabout. How hard is it to just go? Done. I mean, they can change gears, right? So if they can change gears, then why are they lazy to just do that to a fucking indicator? Anyway, so yes, I'm doing the dyno stage 2 tune next. I say stage 2 like they keep saying that there's no such thing as a stage 2 on naturally aspirated cars. So I'm just saying stage 2 because I've got the small cats, I've got an aftermarket performance air filter, and that's the only 2 things that I know that you need to do a stage 2. So why not? So the last time I did a tune, it was just when it just sat there, and I don't know if it added anything on because the valves were shut closed when I had a dyno after I remapped it. I mean, I felt a difference after I got it remapped, so it must have done something. But when the valve was shut on one side, which I didn't know until after I'd done the dyno, it lost a lot of power. So I only had like 400 brake horsepower, like dead on, from the dyno. But then I found out, oh, that's why. If the valves are shut on one side, it's going to cause a lot of problems. So as they're like revving it up to like where they're potentially meant to be getting it to, which I think the full horsepower range for this car, I think it's like 5,500 RPM. I'm not sure if I'm right on that one. I have to double check, but it's quite high. So obviously 3,000 RPM, the valves are meant to open fully, but it doesn't on one side. So obviously that's why it lost the power, because nothing was happening and it's all getting trapped and trying to push out, and it's not good for the engine anyway. So it needed to be sorted regardless. So that was the first remap that I've done on this car, and now I want to do one, not just because I've never done a dyno tune before. 2 is also because I just want to hear the beast on the dyno now that it's had like the sport cats and the Larini back box. It would just sound fucking fantastic. I mean, it's popping more, the bangs are getting louder, so I'm not sure if it's like kicking out a little flame. So it'd be nice just to get a video of it and see like if it does kick out a flame. And obviously now that the valve is open on both sides, because the Larini exhaust, it's got valves in it but they're not connected up, so they're open. It just means that it's going to get more power and it's going to sound better as well, right? So that's a few reasons why, but the main reasons is obviously, one, it needs a tune because the engine light is on, and the second main reason is apparently they can get me a lot more horsepower than what they originally said and what I thought I could get from a stage 2 tune. It is sunny today. So let's go back to what I mean by can gain a lot more horsepower than what they originally said. So everyone I talked to said the same thing. They said it can go from 440 horsepower to 466. So we'll talk about brake horsepower actually, because that's the figures that it comes up with, so I'm not going to try and work out what the horsepower is in my head. So brake horsepower from stock is 434, and they said that I can get it to like 460 brake horsepower. I think one of them did say that they can get to like 483 or 484, I can't remember, which is quite a lot more. It's weird how some people could just be like, yeah, we do like this. Oh, we're like 20 more horsepower. Oh, we're like 50 more horsepower. Oh, we can only give you 5. It just, I don't know. That's why it's best to always do a dyno tune, so you know if you're definitely getting the figures. Obviously, it's not going to be like exact because your car's old, so it would have lost some power, and the manufacturers like Ferrari usually lie about what you're getting. Apparently, this is what they've told me. I'm not. So Ferrari, don't like, you know, have a go at me if you're watching. Probably won't be watching, but if anyone has a Ferrari and they know, don't comment below and be like, oh, what are you fucking going on about? It's just what I've heard from people that shoot Ferraris or dyno Ferraris, that they said that they're always a lot less than what they're meant to be. But I only knew that because when mine was like only 400, that's why he said it, but then he didn't realise that the valves were shut, and I didn't know either. So if I told him the valves were shut, then that would have made sense. So I'm not sure if he's telling the truth about that one. We'll see on the dyno basically if it has gained a lot more power. So let's go back to what I mean about them like originally saying something and now they're saying something else. So I went with like some other people because one, they were a lot cheaper, and two, they said that they can gain a lot more than what JFA was saying. So JFA, they're better at tuning, but they're bloody expensive. So to do like a dyno tune, like before and after, and I think it's like £997, and that's with a discount. So I think it's like £50 discount or something. And so yeah, it's not exactly the cheapest thing. So with JFA, they told me originally that because it's a naturally aspirated engine, you would only gain like 5 to 10 like brake horsepower. I was like, what? I was like, really? So I thought, oh, maybe they've been honest. So I didn't go with them. And then when I said that I'm going with someone else, because they like asked me, oh, like, you still interested? I went, oh no, I'm going with someone else. Like, oh, why? I was like, well, because one, they're cheaper, and two, they said that they can get a lot more power. And then literally they said, oh, we'll just check, and they go, oh no, we can do the same. So then all of a sudden, instead of it being like 5 to 10 more, they can get it 26 more. So it's like, what? So you're just saying it basically. I'm not sure if that is the reason or they fucked up somewhere. I don't know. When you type in like the reg to see what the gains are, it was all blurred out, and I sort of phoned them up and asked them what is it, and they got back to me and said, oh, we're not sure, we haven't got the data. I was like, right, but you said that you like do like loads of Maseratis. So then they put the data on after like I phoned up saying that, oh, I can get like this much, and then I've done my reg just to see, and it came up with the exact figures that I was getting from the other place. So it's like they've changed it, or they didn't know what the date was, and perhaps that's why. I'm not sure. So I then phoned them up again, just asked them, can I do like a dyno tune? And they said, yeah, of course. And then they was like, right, we'll just have a look and we'll get back to you. And then they all of a sudden said that they can get like 400 and I think it's like 484. And I phoned them up, I was like, how is it 484? You said originally it's like 5 to 10 more, and then it was like 26 more, and now you're saying it's about 50 more. How the hell are you getting like 50 brake horsepower more out of nowhere? And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And they said, oh no, well that's what our system's saying. I was like, yeah, but that's not what it said about a month ago. And then they looked and they went, oh no, because we've got like a better software now. I was like, I'm not sure if that's true. if you're a remapper, comment below. Is there such thing as you get like new software and then you can just make more horsepower? I thought it was to do with just what the engine's capable of, not just because you get like a new software. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead with it. I'm going to do it before, because the results is basically done, so I want to just get it done because it's engine light and because it sounds fucking loud as shit. Just get it done before I put on another like resonator to like tone it down before that happens, and just see what horsepower I get. I mean, I don't need to do a dyno tune up anymore really anyway. I mean, even if I did like the short tube headers, I wouldn't need to. If I did long tube headers, which I'm not sure, and then I'll just do not necessarily like a dyno tune again, it'd be like more like just like there's a tune where they can just do a soft tune or something where it just like sort of just like mellows it out, just to see if it just needs to be smoothed out, is basically what it is. I'm not sure what they call it, but it's just one of those ones, not like a proper hard tune, as it were. So I'm going to phone them up probably, obviously it's still early yet, 7:35 in the morning. So I'll phone them up. I don't think they're open until about, I think it's 8:30 or 9. So I'll phone them up then and see if they can book me in. With a normal car, they can remap it in like an hour. With my car, because it's so technical, it takes like 2 hours. So I need to phone them up and just say, look, when can you book me in? Because I'm bored. they know me. I'll just say, look, I want you guys to tune it, dyno tune it, and tell me that you're getting the right results. That you're actually telling me that we're going to get. I'm not sure if we're actually going to get it or not, but we shall see. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. There's going to be quite a few parts in this one because this is one of the most exciting ones for me. Obviously, the long tube headers would be the most exciting, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. So this will be the most exciting that I know I'm definitely doing, which is the dyno tune. Reasons being why it's up there, obviously apart from actually buying the car and picking up the car. Why I'm quite excited for this one is quite a lot of reasons actually. Obviously, we're going to be doing a dyno tune, so I've never done a dyno tune before. We're also going to be doing, well, the first tune where the valves are open, so it'll be even louder. It'll be a first dyno tune where I hear the beast for the first time. I mean, what it is like now, you know, with a fucking full exhaust system, be insane. And will it pop? Will it bang? Will it kick out little flames? I don't know. It's interesting to see. And obviously, will I gain what they're saying that I'll gain? Because they're saying I'm going to gain quite a bit, and it's technically a stage 2 tune, right? So there's a lot of reasons why I'm excited for it. And obviously I want to see these results, like, is it going to be high on the dyno before the tune? Has it gotten more horsepower, like a lot more horsepower from the valves being open? Did the Sport Cats add on quite a bit of horsepower because it meant to be like 20 horsepower? And then what's the dyno results afterwards? Did it add on a lot more like they said? And then I can know what the final figures are as well, which would be nice. So yeah, so a lot to look forward to. I'm not sure about this, I was going to do maybe a pop and bang map, but I'm not sure. I've been watching videos, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it or not. It's tempting, but I'm not sure if it'd be like over the top, if you know what I mean. I mean, this does like pop and bang, but from time to time, but rarely. So yeah, I'm just not sure. I mean, I might do. I mean, it'd be cool to have a pop and bang map. I mean, I'm sure you can just have it on and off. You don't need to have it on properly, right? Like Nissan GTR, you can like go through all like your stages, and so you can have like the flame map on, and then like the pop and bang map on, and so on. I'm sure you can just do it when you want, but I'm not sure if it ruins your cats or not, because I've read like positive and negative things about it. Even if you have Sport Cats, D-Cat's fine, but with Sport Cats I think it can still like ruin them over time, and my Sport Cats were a lot of money, so I'm not sure if I want to do it. I don't know. It'd be funny though, just to see on the dyno, you know what I mean, like after they like tuning it, and then like they're just like gunning it, and then you can hear like the bang 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 bang, and then maybe it'll kick out a flame. Or maybe they do a flame map, but then I'm worried about my wrap on the car melting. Saying that though, there's one good thing about these Larini exhausts, because I have been looking around and a lot of them do stick out. I thought it was just mine, but they do stick out quite a bit, the tips. And I have read online that it's more of like not necessarily like a performance thing. It's to do with just like looks, but also I reckon it could be because if you're on the flame map one, if Maseratis do it, I don't know, then it won't hit my car, so it won't like burn it because they're quite far out. So one good reason for it. I mean, if I did do a flame map, should I do a flame map? Comment below, should I do a flame map, or can I do a flame map? I don't know. I'll ask them. So yes, there's going to be a lot of parts to this video, but stay tuned for the next one and we'll find out what we're exactly doing to it and my expectations. See you for the next one.